I guess I'll try this out. I really wanted to listen to goddamn music, but like my mic kept on picking it up and just really pissed me off. Like, come on. Anyways, I'm gonna try to do some commentary to see like if you guys would like that during the stream. Just talking to you guys what I think or whatever. Trying to you know, instead of just listening to nothing and just watch me draw, like that's like I don't see anyone should even to bother watching my videos because of that, because people like to listen more than to watch the art. So yeah, let me dim this down a little bit so you can like not be so let's see. I've been trying to do more original characters due to that I just got sick of like doing fan art. That I was just a pure fan art artist, and like I just got tired of people being lame and SJWs like being nutcases saying, "Oh, I want to be your friends because I'm so idolized to you because you drew Ras in the beginning and you made me like Ras so much." And then they go like, "Well, I don't believe what you believe," and like, "Oh my God, you make evil characters are really evil, my lord," or like, "Oh my God, you told me an opinion," or like, "Oh my God, like uh like I don't want to hear you say like you think having like buying every like other day is like bad, like or me saying like yeah, making fan art is stealing copyright, like and or like just talking about my opinion, like they get all butthurt that like I'm different from them, and like then they'll end your friendship because like they think you're a fucking Republican, even though you're fucking not. You think and then like when you tell them like, hey dude, I'm a conspiracy theorist, as in like I think fucking the government's evil, and like both sides are evil, and like and like I believe in fucking Nibiru, like look that up. So believe in aliens. I'm not those crazy nut jobs that's gonna like do that whatever that's gotten 51 fucking go attack. That's stupid. Oh, but like I do believe in aliens in that, you know, just look up Nibiru and like there's like this guy named the Beaver. That kind of bullshit. Anyways, I'm avoiding fandom because it's just become so stupid and toxic, and with stupid people like getting butthurt that their artwork are being stolen and like say, I'm gonna leave off of fucking everything because people can't stop stealing my artwork and like reposting it. I'm like, you can't stop them. If you want that fucking thing to happen, you should like allow Article 13 then. That totally would help like artists, except you wouldn't be posting your fan art anymore. You'd be like your own creation would be protected. So like you guys, like if you want your shit to not be stolen, oh, I need to get a pencil. God, like Sketchbook Pro. I'm trying to find my ink tool. I fucking like downloaded some brushes and now I'm all fucked up. Like where's my goddamn brushes? Did I use this ink tool? No, that's not the ink tool. Oh Jesus, where is it? Maybe I should just use a pencil. I'll just use the pencil. But yeah, I've been just avoiding fan art, and I used to be a mega Ras fan art artist, and like it really hurts my soul that like I'm not doing that anymore, and like I really like drawing Ras, like I've been doing it for like 15 years, but sometimes I guess you just gotta grow and like understand like people are gonna like I did fan art because I didn't want fucking attention. I just want people to say, "Ooh, oh my God, you drew Raz!" Like, "Ooh, oh my God, I love Raz!" But like, they get some kind of fucking personal attachment to you, going like, "Oh my God, like, I must know everything about you as an artist." I'm like, "No, I could care less that you know anything about me." And like, just look at my goddamn art, say it's great, say I don't care if you say like I inspired you to do art or like what kind of bullshit you want to say to me, and like move the fuck on. Like I drew Ras to only make people say like, hey, this character is so cool, like draw him. I hope I inspired you to, otherwise leave me the fuck alone. Like basically, like I didn't do it like so I would get like people to enjoy my content. Like I was pretty bad at drawing Ras, and like, and I knew I wasn't that great at drawing Ras, but like, oh God, just people just really irk me so fucking much. And like, I could go on, but like, just makes me just so fed up with the world. Like, that's why we're going to be conquered by aliens soon, by like, uh, with lizard people. God, I can't remember all the shit what my dad and my family believes in. You know, we're Christians. Oh my God. Like, that's so fucking evil being a Christian. Like, okay, I'm not the typical Christian, so I believe in fucking crazy shit. Christian. And totally think the government's out to get us and, like, we're gonna all explode. Let me see which character I want to draw here. It kind of looks like I'm drawing my contact's character Seth, but I don't really. Yeah, I guess I'll draw him. Like, but like, yeah, I'm just moving away from doing fan art. Like, I never thought I would ever do that. Like, for the longest time, I always said, like, I will never, ever draw, or if I do, be kind of rare, or like once in a while. But like, for the past 2 to 3 years, like, I just, I just wanted to be away from fan art because I just don't want people to idolize me that no more. Because, like, people are just weird. Like, if I realized doing original content would make people less come to you, like they go like, ew, like you're doing original content. I don't know that. It's not familiar to me. I would have done that instead, and probably do RAS kind of the time, not full time, and mostly did like original content, like original character designs and ideas. But like, boy, that was a like grave error, my mistake. I need to lower his face down. But yeah, like enough ranting on that, and probably it's incoherent, so I really don't give a shit. Uh, so I've been trying to explore something that well, I've always did privately to myself or thinking it myself and never drew the art. But like thinking about doing original content and like what should I do to improve on my art and stories and what can I do, and I've been lately thinking about doing the which stories I want to do to like progress and show you guys what I can like try to show. And like I was thinking about doing my it's a universe about like vampires. There's two different kinds, the soul and like the blood. And the soul vampires, they suck like the living soul out of people, and they pretty much don't eat. They have to eat sometimes, but like they live off of like the soul. And like, and so while the blood vampires, they're the typical blood vampires where they the blood, but like my vampires, they eat also the flesh and like vegetables and all that kind of stuff. Like they're the more like, I guess, traditional, no, not the traditional, more the modern day of like vampires, like True Blood or whatever. Like whatever. And so yeah, that's what I've been thinking about, like exploring on. I have another story you've probably seen in my channels. This guy named Bruce. That's like an Irish kind of story about like the light mother god and the black root father, like about mythology about the stars and how like ghosts are evil and like you know, how like the light mother likes to vaporize, like there's no such thing as heaven, and the only reason why hell was created is because she fell in love with a mortal, and like she wanted to make heaven, but like she like rescued like, or no, he died, and like she made him like her and say, hey, like I didn't kill you like I should have, uh, live with me forever. And he's like all twisted up from war because he's like all fucked up. His family, she watched his family died. She, mourned for him, loved him, tried to help him out in life, give him like feelings of goodness. But like, he goes like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you had this power. You could have made my life better, and like, and you expect me to be with you. I want to be with my family and shit. And she's like, well, they're vaporized. And he goes like, you know what, bitch, like I'm going back to like the fucking mortal plane and I'm gonna fucking toxic it. So like now he has got the blessing power of like her, and like he's fucking up the planet. And then like finally like he dormanted himself like on the planet because like there was like this internal battle with her and him. But like she got fucked up in the battle, he got fucked in the battle, so he's like dormant, she's like not that dormant. Well, she's dormant enough that the Tintins came. And so I came up with the idea that well, not really, it's kind of been in my family, but like I made it more like butterflies, like Japan has this too, like that butterflies are like messengers or like whatever. And I thought like, and like in the Irish story, like there's like what you never should kill white butterflies. That means like it's a dead child. White like white butterflies. So like souls. So like um I used that as in like since the late mother god dormanted her from the god war, um she like is not doing her job as vaporizing the souls because like the bloodroot father tainted everything. And so when the souls are lurking around, they've like rejuvenate as like these tintin butterfly things, because their souls supposed to turn into like little butterflies, fly up into the sky and just basically get vaporized by her. But since that's not happening, they're staying on the planet and like being monsters. Basically they're ghost zombie monsters. And so like they're just like wrecking fucking shit left and right. And like, oh boy. And like let's see. And so that's what that story is. But I wasn't going to do that story because either I got like the mythology and like all that stuff, I have a hard time how to structure the story, as in like I don't know what my main players are going to do. Like I have like all the story, what their personalities are, what the characters do. God, I'm so terrible at arms. Anyways, maybe I should make this a little bit lighter. Anyways, and like try to, like, I don't know what they could do. Like I don't, like, I have like things like Bruce, my main character that I always draw all the time, the redhead. He's got some like terrible backstory, as in like his mother died a long time ago, and his like father. Oops, how did that happen? Did I switch brushes? Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong thing. This minute I gotta correct my mistake. Anyways, that like his mother died, and like I don't think he went, like I haven't really figured out when he went ballistic, but like his father's been trying to mold him into being the next, like try to harvest, like try to waken up the Black Root father, and like he was trying to get Bruce to be psychotic, and like he finally does, and like he fucks up their kingdom, and like and like killed like a million people like less than an hour or something with his powers. And then when he realized he did that, he felt so bad, so like he said, you know, like fuck you, dad, I'm not gonna do that, I don't believe in that shit. So then the father of the kingdom says, you know what, fine, like you can control the kingdom, I'm gonna try to re-erect Black Root father, and like fuck you. And like he leaves. So like actually Cain was supposed to take over the kingdom, his elder brother, but his elder brother kind of goes like, you know what, I'm gonna be like crazy like dad, and like I'm gonna walk around and like do bad things, kill people left and right, you know, because he believes in learning about knowledge and destroying it. And like he's such a dick, Cain, and so like he leaves, and like and then he like so Bruce took over, and like nobody likes Bruce, and like of course nobody remembers, like he wiped, like nobody knows Bruce was doing this, killing people left and right. They thought Cain was doing it too, so that's why also why Cain left, because like, you know, what the fuck was that? Anyways, it's fucking rats. Swear to God, if that fucking bear's outside again, I'm gonna legit get the pistol, not the starter gun to scare it off, motherfucker. Like, anyways, but yeah. Oh man, Seth's head's huge. Anyways, but yeah, like Bruce is, so nobody likes Bruce. Even though like they don't know that Bruce like really fucked up the kingdom and like killed a lot of people. He's been had a hard time trying to like make people believe in him, and he kind of gets a little too weird at times, as in like he wants everything to be perfect, so he's like one of those OCD people. So he makes like strange laws, like you can't litter, and so if you litter you totally go to prison, like and his kingdom's really clean compared to like other ones that are like you like it's kind of like New York or whatever. Fuck it. His town is so clean. Like they have to like recycle. It's so silly. And like I was thinking that he would be the main villain, but then again, like he could be the hero. See, I have like the problem of making the story arc. I like have all their backstory and all that shit, but not like how like therefore on like what kind of dealings that the characters have to do. Like, and then I have like Jacob. And Andrew, Jacob, the Desert King, and the Sea Guy, Andrew. That they're like, you know, they have their own issues. Just everything like, like. I guess I'll just talk about the Irish one. I was gonna talk about the spider one, but I'll talk about the Irish one. I'm drawing like a, no, this is a demon from my friend, or not friend, contact, Snake, Dinky. Oh, I spelled her username wrong. Damn it. Oh, let me fix that. Ninky Rattlesnake. Snake 1 8. Whoops. There. Eh. But anyways, okay. so that's Bruce, and like, oh yeah, he had like a whore, and like she fucking died, but like he didn't really give a shit. And like in the story, that this bitch always fucking like, oh, she turned into a Tintin, of course, and like he doesn't realize it's her, but like this bitch fucking keeps on bothering him and tries to like rape him like 24/7. So like he's going like, bitch, like I don't need you right now, like, and he tries to kill her, but she's like, why am I drawing a dick? I can't do that on YouTube. I need to draw pants. Draw the pants. But yeah, like, but yeah, like, if like she didn't die, he probably would have fell in love with her, but like she croaked, and like, she was murdered by probably a client. I really haven't figured out how she died yet, but like, she died. He kind of get a little flippy about it, but like, he got over it. It was just a whore. And like now she like follows him. See, I had a thing like the Tintins, they remember the last thing that they thought, or like whatever they're like obsessed. So like she was obsessed with Bruce, either to try to take over his kingdom, or like try to be like his queen or whatever, or like the whore. So she like was waiting for him, and like she died before that happened. So like she like remembers him, and she like fucks with him and like teases him, and being a cunt like a bitch, like a woman like usually is 24/7. And like, yeah, I have that. And like, what else? Bruce, oh, he's also fearful of like, even though he's a religious man, I thought he would be also religious. um uh he's like, I don't know if I should change it, but he's supposed to be the weakest character. Like, you go like, oh well, like he's the weakest character and he's so fearful and stuff. But like, he is the most OP character of all of them, even more than Jacob, which Jacob's supposed to be like shown as like the OP character, besides Angus and a little bit of Seamus. William, the Lord of the Mountains, Lower Mountains, he's like the technically the weakest. Oh wow, this guy has like tiny hips, man. Uh, but yeah, like, I know I sound really disjointed because like I don't. It's been a long time I comment. Like, I used to be real fucking good at it. Like, I could be coherent. I feel like being incoherent right now. And like, man, this is an ugly picture of Seth. Um, Let me make him more skinny. He's supposed to be a lanky boy. God, his head is too big again. Let me make that skinny again. Anyways, but yeah, like I have all the characters down. Like I have the story of like how Andrew was like was sold off to slavery as a kid, and he totally got like manhandled all the time, and like he had like this fucking pirate dude that made him like learn how to play the instrument like of the hurdy-gurdy, and like, oh boy. And yeah, and then he got sold off to the Kraken, and like she was going to fucking like use him as a fucking dildo and like beat him to shit like she does. Like, there was like this cult ritual thing where they like they would marry off the husband to like to the her Lucy, which you eventually find out it's Lucy. And like, and she would like beat the shit out of the like, human corpse, and like use it as a dildo and then eat it. But like when like she had Andrew, he has divine power, which made him survive all the fucking thrashing and shit. So when she realized that, she went like, "Oh, I want to keep you now because you're special." And so she does, and so this guy is forced to be married with this thing, and of course with the god contract, since she is a god, well, like, or demigod. Um, uh he can't like have a divorce, or there is a divorce process, but that's been lost due to time from the god war when mother and father was fighting. and like all the creatures were being born when the Black Root Father like planted himself onto the planet, and like the roots were rotting the world, and like given like making creatures be created, and like so like he was making monsters, and like people or like humans would become like gods themselves from drinking the nectar from like his fruits and stuff. So like yeah. Anyways, when that battle was over, uh there's like some like creatures left, like Lucy, and she used to have a mother, but like she was a cunt, and like she was a whale. See, there's the Kraken. She's like an octopus thing that's like as big as New York, but like her mother was like a big fucking sperm whale like creature, and she always like turned into like a mermaid or whatever, go on land, grab a guy and rape them. Anyways, she and then she had Lucy, that like happened to actually be, and like she kept her and always brainwashed her, but like anyways, like he's in a forced relationship with this creature, and then he becomes the lord of the sea, and like she actually let him do anything he fucking wants. So like, and then he's free from his master, and then he goes like has an epic fight with kill that motherfucker who, like, I was thinking that it was his uncle, which of course like this guy totally raped him all the time, but like, I'm still playing with ideas like that. I don't know. It seems so like too much, like just make him just some random guy. And like yeah, he kills him, and like he also knows this other trader guy, Andrew, named Jack. So like yeah, I always wanted to do the scene where Jack's playing the hurdy-gurdy while Andrew's killing that motherfucker who and like made him a slave. And like yeah, let me see what else I should talk about. Well, I could talk about like the other characters, but like I really should do a more better like breakdown of all the characters and stuff. And not be so incoherent, like have a like a piece of paper say, okay, I want to talk about Bruce, these are the bullet points, like try to do YouTube better. I really want to do YouTube, but it's more like I'm lazy, and like technology, like my parents like go back to being crazy fucking, like I think technology is all evil. Like it took like forever my dad to get a fucking cell phone, like a not a cell phone, a Galaxy, like a smartphone, because like he thought like it's stupid and pointless, and then like 2 years ago like we finally got our first like people had like oops sorry like people had fucking smartphones for like 10 years now, and like 2 years ago we just my family just finally got smartphones, and it's so fucking hilarious that he cannot stop like using that fucking phone. I thought it was hilarious, but like uh but like oh my god, phone, it's like TV. Anyways, turn off the fucking TV. Fucking hate Dish. Waste of money my parents wasting. Anyways, uh like oh god, I just lost my train of thought. Oh no, my short term memory. What was I saying? It was something about like took a long time we got cell phones. Oh, because of technology. Like I don't have a really good computer, and my parents are going like, "Oh, you still can do shit with this computer." It's a 10-year-old i5, no, i3 laptop that I just got 8 RAMs. It used to be 4 RAMs. Now it's 8 RAMs, so it's fucking somewhat usable. And like, just want to fucking kill myself. No, I don't want to save this. No, I want to save this as. Uh, no, 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 no. Um, I'll just give it that name for now. Let me draw something else. Let me draw, like, let's draw Bruce. Oh my god, my short time memory again. What was I saying? Oh god. Oh shit. What was I saying? Well, that went through my brain. What was I saying? Oh, I should draw Bruce. Well, I forgot. Great. Whatever. Anyways, I just want to, like, explore doing original characters. No more. I might draw harass some more in the future, but, like, after having fucking, like, I just keep on walking into that fucking trap. Like, oh, I want to be friends with you. You know, come and join my Discord. Oh, like, oh, I don't know how to fucking mod. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna tell people, like, you gotta fucking, like, say, like, go in the correct room all time. Like, oh my god, if you change the subject, you instantly have to be in a different fucking channel room. Like, not let, like, everybody calm down and, like, like, change out the subject, or maybe just, like, try to driven, like, not make, like, whatever. And like, oh my god, like, oh, you can't talk about rape. Like, oh, so fucking. You gotta make safe spaces to people. Oh my god, like, oh, boo hoo. Like, people have fucking issues. Like, like, if I wanted to do my trigger, is like talking about fucking pets, okay? Even if it's good. Like like if I wanted to people pander to my fucking useless ass about my triggers, I don't want to fucking hear about how like you love your pets, because it hurts me, because like I rescue animals, and like when I hear, oh my god, my pet passed away, and then I'm like, like, okay, if I talk about it, it's fine. When I hear other people talk about, I'm like selfish. I don't want to fucking hear it. It makes me sad, because I want to hold your fucking pets and like take them away from you because like they died. I don't know. And like it's like that triggers me, and it just makes me sad, and like like that's my trigger. I would make no one talking about pets, and only me, because I'm selfish that way. And like, but I'm not. Like, who cares? Like, fucking happened in the past. Oh, like, if what happened to me a long time ago is my dog was murdered by a fucking cunt. So like, and I witnessed this, and like, witness your dog being gutted is like a fucking nightmare and a half. So like, yeah, that's great. So like, I I wish I had the balls like this one other girl, like, who's who overstride her fucking like nightmare by like embracing it and thinks it's funny, like what it happened. And like these other people's like, oh, you shouldn't make fun of it. And like, yeah, to be honest, for me to recover from my dog being murdered, I should have fucking watched a lot of fucking funny videos of animals being fucking like murdered or something as a joke, and like, get over my dog being murdered. There's nothing I could have done. Like, it wasn't my fault, but I blamed myself, and then I coddled it like some sick bitch. Like, oh my god, feel for me. Like, 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 it's my fault. Like, like, I should have like just got over it. Wasted 8 years of my life. Oh, and then that triggered that one fucking bitch on that Discord. Like, oh my god, it's like, like, you didn't waste your life. Yeah, I fucking did waste my life. I was thinking back then, like, yeah, it was a good thing that I cradled and coddled the like, my dog got murdered, and it wasn't my fault, and like, relished in that. No, just get over it. Your dog's dead. What can you do? Sue them, whatever. Like, w- just get over it. There's nothing you can do. Just go on with your life. There's like, whatever. And like, these people, like, that's why I don't believe in trigger culture. Like, who the fuck cares? If you don't want to listen to it, don't be in the room. And like, oh, and like, I don't understand these people too. Like, why would you control a not safe for work content room, but like also control the other room where it's like you are triggered about it? That didn't make sense to me. Like, okay, if you're raped, why would you control a room that you're allowed to talk about rape? Do you get my point? That's so stupid. That's what this other stupid bitch did, and I'm so glad they blocked me. They're so fucking cancerous. Like, I hope they just like realize how. No, they're not going to ever realize because there's like SJWs and like. I wish Darwin theory worked way better in just eliminating those people, but you know you can't, and like, oh boy, just really triggers me. Oh my god, I am making Bruce's hair all fucked up. Like, who is this person I'm drawing? It's not even Bruce. Like, holy shit. God, not even his eyes are like, what am I fucking drawing? But yeah, like, I've been trying to get away from the fandom because everybody's being so, like, just so fucking stupid. I only found so far one person. Well, I know a few people who, like, still, like, care about, like, what I do and stuff, so, like, I'll probably invite them to the Discord, but then again, like they might be triggered too about like, oh my god. Oh, and I used the word trigger as an insult and sensitive for like being caring and so, like, oh, you're sensitive. I'm sorry, you're like the subject was too sensitive for you. Like I like and these other like fucks like say like trigger is a good word and like sensitive is the evil word. You know, let's retarded. Like I'm going to use the retarded word because I used to be autistic and I could never say retarded. I would say odd statistic. I couldn't say autistic. I couldn't. I would say odd statistic. So I would prefer people saying retarded because like I could say retarded and like that always triggered it like triggered people. When long time ago when I was little, like it's like I'm not odd statistic. I'm retarded. I was so incorrigible when I was little. And then when I found out that retarded was supposed to be a bad word, I went like, I prefer retarded because autistic sounds like odd statistic. Oh, anyways. Oh my god, what? Why am I drawing Bruce so wrong? Oh, it's probably because I'm not doing enough waves, that's why. Making his hair too straight. Oh, man, his eyes look weird too. Like, I am not drawing Bruce at all. Oh. But yeah, like, oh, that's my life in a handbasket. Like, so done with people. Like, I just want people just to enjoy my artwork and just not give a shit about me. It's like, I hate compliments. It fucking triggers me up like a fucking storm. Like, if I could, like, make people, like, not say nice things to me, I could. But, like, I'd rather hear criticisms. I'd rather hear people saying, like, God, look, like, you can't even draw guys right. Like, here, you gotta, like, use references, though I fucking do. Like, God, Bruce's eyes are not working out. But yeah, like, come on, like, what else should I talk about? God, his eyes are still wrong. How did I make Bruce's eyes? It's like this. Yeah, there you go. And then, like, but yeah, I've been trying to, like, avoid, doing real, like, fan art now because I'm just so sick of people. And, like, doing realism art makes people scared off unless you become famous or like become like Draw with Jazza or oh, like waffles, and then people care about who you are and like what you make in your original content and like blah blah blah. But like, let me draw his like cheekbones here. So yeah, like that's what I have to deal with, and like, oh, I guess I really should talk about my characters. But yeah, like Bruce, like, how long have I been drawing? 40 minutes. So like yeah, Bruce, like I like drawing Bruce because he's like one of the main like to start the Irish story ideas, and like there's 7 lords. Let me see. There's Sky. There's one. Yeah, there's 7 lords, and like they're all fucked up in their own ways. And I was thinking about doing it like a Sen thing. Why am I making them have boobs? Um, I'm just gonna do a headshot. I'm just gonna try to color him in too. So like red. But yeah, like here, let me make this bigger. He still has boobs. But anyways, but yeah, I started doing the Irish story after drawing like that's way too red. I started doing the Irish story after drawing like Bruce because like it made me like think about my Irish heritage that I really don't give a shit, but like like all the stories that my dad told me, and I used to know Irish pretty well, but now like I can't remember like, but I still remember some of the stupid useless grammar, and like it's silly. Like I keep on using the grammar, like I keep on fucking up on that. But like we have so many weird legends in our stories. Like oh, well actually Andrew was like the main character I thought with to do this Irish story, but it was like another Irish story my family had in my family, where like and well, like a guy was sold off into slavery from Ireland from a slave trader from Japan. And so like in Japan, uh they got this person, uh a slave, because he had like squinty eyes, which I thought that was hilarious. And like they got him because he's so white, and like like how those like Japan people like to powder themselves and stuff. This guy was so white, and like but he had like the eyes of like a Japanese person. So yeah, this lord, or like this Japanese lord, like totally used like fucked him as a kid and like and shit, and then he becomes like not a samurai, but like I'm going to like with this other story of Andrew, the sea lord, which I did darken his skin in the Irish story, but like this story he would be white, powder Snow White, and like he becomes like if you watch the movie Spartan, he becomes like that, but like in that like the story my family has, and like he gets killed in the end, like because he worked for this evil lord and like the American government killed him or something. But like yeah, that was a fucking story my family has, and like of course the mother root and black root, the mother of light and the black root, like that's been my family's story. Let me see. Oh, and like another Irish story that my family has is like the Jack and the Beanstalk. Like the giant was the Englishman, and like the Irish like kids like use it was not like really a legend. It's more like like the Hansel and Gretel kind of thing. So like these kids, they would like play and fuck around and like like trespassed on this like Englishman's property, which is just covered in like green beans. And apparently the way like my dad described him, I think he was autistic, and apparently he was a pedo, and like he would kill kids and like rape them and shit. And like, oh my god, Dad, what a story. But like, yeah, Jack and the Beanstalk, like for adults. Hello, Fly. And like, yeah, we had that story going on in our family. We had other stories, but I can't remember right now. Let me see. It was something about a fucking elk. Oh, an elk rescuing a guy and like saving him, and then the fucking guy, of course, betrays him or something, or the elk betrays him and kills the guy, and then the guy becomes the elk somehow, like something weird. And then the guy goes on a rampage, like whatever that story. Like I would have to ask my dad. Oh, me skin. But yeah, like weird Irish legend stories. Like it's not as crazy as like some of the German ones that I've heard. Like, oh wow. Oh, boy, if the Germans were like they're top notch, they're fucking like or like, I think the Dutch had weird ones too. Like their fucking like fairy tale stories are like, ooh, rambling for no reason, being crazy. God, his skin is not turning. Like I probably need to go ref. Let's get a ref of Bruce. Let's get a ref, Bruce. Let's get a ref of Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. Let me get the ref, Bruce. Let me get the ref of Bruce. Let me dab in color. Oh, that does not look like Bruce. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, like, I don't know. Should I keep on doing these commentary and probably try to be more coherent though? Oh, I don't know. It's been a long time, and like I used to be pretty popular on this other live stream called like livestream.com, and like I used to do like a lot of talking, and like either I did get quite a few people, but like like that place, it wasn't really made to like have like artists. Like it was so pointless being on there, but I was kind of popular. I would have like, I wouldn't say 1,000 people, but like 100 just watching me just be stupid, draw, and like, oh my god, like it was terrible art. Like, then I went like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more on live stream, and then I started doing it on YouTube or other, like, I think I did it on Picardo first, and then that didn't pan out because like I keep forgetting and like whatever. And like, oops, I did it on the liner. But yeah, I'm just trying to get back. I wanted to do more YouTube, and I hope eventually, like, I could, or like, just for fun. I like, it really sucks how YouTube became all fucked up because like fucking SJ fucking W's and like gotta save the kids, and like they become more like government, like not government, company crazed lunatics, and like it really sucks. Like it used to be YouTube, not fucking like let's exploit everybody in government and like, or not government, God, we just fucking like government everywhere. Um, just like, just man, poor YouTube. Like the people, and like I know you can't like make a living on there, but like I just want to like do YouTube just for fun, not make money, and just like explore that avenue and like make more videos. And you know what, I always wanted to make a video critiquing other artists. Like I was gonna like, I'm still planning to like, I was gonna like buy Trent Kruga's like art like thing and say, let's see if this is good. I'm gonna re-critique it and like say what's good and bad about, or say like what bad and good is about Istabrak. Like why should you waste your money if you're a beginner artist, if you like want to do this or you want to do that. And like I'm still going to plan on doing that because that sounds really good. That seems pretty unique. I don't think other artists, because they're so like, oh my god, you can't like, if you do critique other artists, like you can't say bad words or like I don't know what kind of bullshit. Like I would totally like you know uh like if like, even though I like Trent Karuga's like artwork, I would totally critique his butt and like say, oh, this didn't work out because like I didn't understand, or like this didn't work out because I'm a newbie artist, and like newbie artists would have a hard time understand like Istabrak. Like okay, like you want people to like here's like a test. Like Istabrak, she has this weird thing like she wants everybody in the community to critique each other and like like try to like teach people how to be critiquers. And like I'm going like, bitch, you're making people to do free labor to critique other people's work, and then you like give people like free shit if like they do this shit. And like it just really triggers me about that. Like you critique the artwork, not making other people do it. And like, and if you are making people do it, like you should have people on hand to like tell them whenever they do something wrong. Because like people critiquing other people, and they think what they think you said, they'll try to like say like this is what she means, but actually she meant this way. And like that's such a train wreck. That's such bullshit. She should drop that like kind of theory. Like God, he looks like fucking like not Bruce at all. But yeah, like that's what I would do. Like, and like I asked her to not do the 14, like say 14-day challenge. That's like a dumb name. I would say the portrait challenge, or like whatever. Is it because his face is too long? There's a Pacific way I draw Bruce. Like, I keep on fucking, like, he is the hardest character to draw, to believe or not. Like, I keep fucking him up. There's, like, a certain way I draw him. I'm having some weird vision problem, too. Like, I might have, like, a pinched spinal cord or something. So, once in a while, I'll, like, go blind. Every time I move my head or something. That's neat. Like, wait. This should be bright red. Let me see what else I could stupidly talk about, like a fucking insane person. Man, that's still not Bruce. Here, let me look at the other Chirby picture. And even this Chirby picture is wrong too. Like, oh, that's why. That's why I'm fucking it up. And then there you go. That looks more like Bruce with this hair. Let me see. Oh yeah, and like I really need to watch more like videos to critique like some reason my coloring like this all looks terrible, and I know it looks terrible because like some reason I've lost all like my brain cells of how to fucking like color and shade and like how to do fucking art like on the computer. I don't know why. Just am like just is. Like I really legit need to like copy steal like how like other people do it. Cause like some reason I'm just not understanding. Like I really need to watch like Istabrek or Trent Ruga or anyone else just to fucking just copy them and like see why the fuck I'm like becoming dumb. Oh, oh yeah, did you know Istabrek really has like a fucking thing hate for people who likes anime? Apparently. I thought that was always funny. Like, oh, she's one of those fucking teachers. I think she changed on that thought, but I don't know. It was funny though. I'm going like, okay, bitch, like, be a bitch. He looks like he has a mustache, but like, oh. Let me see if I can make a nose. Probably not. Because I have a square brush and I'm too lazy to adjust. Let me see if I can adjust the size. Here, I need to get a darker, like, brown. Let me go back to Bruce's picture and, like, pick a brown, red brown. Put it off to the side. Make a darker color of that. Oh yeah, and then do the nose. But yeah, like, whatever. Just trying to do stuff, and even though I'm failing, and I don't really care. I'm just like, I don't care if people give a shit about my content, to be honest. Like, if you like it, good for you. You're, like, have a fucking, like, mental cookie of I don't give a shit. I really don't need people to tell me that they adore me or whatever. It just, like, I have no love for it. My love is that you keep it in your own goddamn brain and, like, like, coddle it like your, like, cells. Like, because I don't fucking care. It's also kind of sad. Like, I used to really enjoy Draw with Jazz's content, but, like, he's becoming, like, I don't know, like, I just don't like him anymore like I used to. He's becoming so, like, you can, like, so he's so totally becoming like Jake Paul. Like, it's gross. I just can't stand it. God, that looks so terrible. I know he has to, but like it just hurts me. Like, what, he used to be such a good YouTuber, and the way I think a YouTuber should be. But then again, like you gotta do what you gotta do, and I don't have any like blame ill will to like what he has to do. But like apparently he'd rather be an entertainer than an artist. So like, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. I just I don't like it. And it is making him have traffic because like the kids and like they like loud and exciting stupid things, so like yep. And I do like some of the contents he still brings out, like but when he just goes off the wall, like I can tell he's just doing it just to be entertaining because I think he really does enjoy it, but like it's so annoying. It's just not my cup of tea. And it's apparently a lot of people's cup of tea, so like why like fuck with success, right? Like I'd rather see him like exhaling, but like it's so dumb. Like he's being like Jake Paul. Like as much as he hates Jake Paul, like he is Jake Paul. Oh my god, I hate CHC. Oh, he is so fucking annoying. He used to be good and then became lame. Oh. Like all I see him is like I'll give like I'll do buy like extra like $50,000 worth of markers and like do this stupid drawing. Oh, I guess people like that stupid content, so why blame success? You people are doing it. You're making them this way, so like why should I even explain like why you guys like do? I don't know. But like whatever. Man, this looks so terrible. I really need a study. What else I could talk about? Well, anyways, I was thinking about doing the spider story. And like the spider has Connor, Ethan, Daniel. Well, later you meet Daniel, but like originally the four group man team was Michael, who's a black guy, Connor, who's a white guy, Ethan, who's also a white guy, and then an Asian guy named Charles. And like it would be about spiders and like well no, it would be first about like these guys trying to start a treaty because they're trying to save the vampire kind because like they're trying to prevent the vampires from eating all the humans, and like they're gonna make a treaty to like make it like oh you gotta like be more kind to the humans and like let them like help us by like donating their blood and like treat them like civilized beings. They're not just cows. And like Connor, who is a blood vampire, like got this. I am still playing with ideas how he became like he got this idea. I was thinking that Michael gave him the idea, the black guy, and like he actually secretly loves the black guy because Connor like is like a prince kind of duke, and like he and Michael is a scholar, so like he didn't like really did it because of Michael, but like he got so sick of tired like people treating like the humans like trash himself. But like what pushed him like to finally say, okay, that's like if people believe what I believe, like I'm doing it. But like Michael really hates later on in his life. Really, like they used to be great fucking friends, but like after his wife died, he's like super old. Like he's the old fart of the group. Michael, the black guy. Connor is the second oldest, and the other two, Ethan and Charles, are the youngest. But like, yeah. Let's see. Michael started hating Connor more and more and more because, like, Connor. I was thinking Michael is more of a religious nutcase, as in like, he thinks Connor being loose with women and men because he's bi, and being a whore all the time, really triggered Michael all the time, and like like he doesn't mind like Connor being gay or like bi or whatever. that's fine. It's just like him being loose with people, not having a commitment, just triggers Michael. And then his wife died by cancer. And like his wife, I wanted her to be a cunt. And like he is still pissed about her being a cunt. And like, and I have one scene that I always wanted to do with Connor. Um, that Connor finally confessed his feelings to Michael, saying like, "I really love you, and like, I want to be with you forever." Like during the mission of like trying to do this treaty shit, and Michael goes like, "Yeah, fuck you. I don't like you. And I'm doing this because I want this to happen as well. And like, we're not friends. And, we used to be friends, but like, I can't be friends with someone like you. And like, we're just coworkers that we have to tolerate each other. And this is your mission, my Connor, like, since you're a prince and we have to use your goddamn name and title to like make this shit all happen. Otherwise, I could care less of your existence. Oh yeah, that hurts Connor's heart. Going like, I love you. Like, oh, it's so sad. Oh, and then Connor is just like so sad. Like he's got like. I'm so glad I think of this. I thought of this backstory with this contact that I have, rattlesnake. Dinky rattlesnake. That his mom like killed herself because she didn't want to take care of like the family anymore, and she was a fucking whore. And like he became a whore because of his mother in a way, but like she just like didn't want to do it anymore, and she had like 12 kids, no, 6 kids, and like Connor, like, or she asked Connor to teach her how to use a gun because, like, he's a young man, 13 at this time, like when his mom and dad died. When he started doing the treaty shit, he was like 25 or something, and then Michael's like almost 40, uh, or 35, and like, anyways, he asked his son, who's starting to learn how to do like weaponry, and like he's going to be like the protector of the house and shit, and like, he asked her son to like teach her how to use the gun, and he does, and he thought she was doing it for her protection, and he felt such a proud boy like teaching his mommy how to like better herself, he thought. And then like the next day or like a few days later, she fucking commits suicide. And oh yeah, the whole family totally blames him, and like, you should have not taught her how to fucking use a gun, because like, how could ya, like, you should have known. Like, oh yeah, Connor just felt so terrible that he felt he killed his mommy, and like, oh, poor baby. And Connor, I'm surprised he didn't commit suicide, but he didn't. And like, and that's why he started doing this mission too, because like he thought he would be doing the world good, and like, since he is garbage, like at least the world can be better. And like, poor baby. I feel so sorry for Connor. And like, I wanted to build off that story because like I could see that like happening, and I could make stories like, oh my god, me and Rattlesnake, Dinky Rattlesnake 108, like we did a funny comic, or no, a funny RP with like her characters in mind, where her character had like a house, and she made a character to be in my story, which I'm still like amazed like she wants to do that and have fun with that. But and I'm very appreciated. But she like made this character that has like this little young like brother, and she's trying to take care of him, and she's like a soul vampire. And I made it that like soul vampires have to listen to like priests, which is called like the foreseers and shit. Like there's a whole mythology on that, but like uh anyways, like Charles, who is the a soul vampire, says like we need to like stay in your mansion so we can like continue traveling on to our next destination. So she has to listen to him, which is like, oh great, like I have these fucking strangers in the house. So like Anyways, this witch apparently like fucked with her, and she thought she killed it, but she came back and like it was comical. Like this bitch, which like attacks the house, steals like the boy, and like Charles was having an epic fight with this witch, and like she fucking threw a dagger and like plops. Like oh we when me and this person would roleplay, we would use random.org to see how our hits would land and hit pretty much treat it like D&D. And like it was hilarious. She got like a fail, and so like the witch just like instantly like dropped, like she threw it and like the blade just goes flunk. And then I rolled seeing like if Charles would attack, or would this distract him, and it fucking distracted him so fucking much. Like I said, like he thought it was so fucking stupid. He just looked at the witch and said like, "What the fuck?" And then she threw a smoke bomb and escaped from Charles. And then like Connor, he chased her and Michael, and like Connor was faster, so he caught up with her, and they went into a fucking spider nest. It was so hilarious. And then like I gotta show you that comic. It's on Discord, but like I'm too lazy to get it up right now. I drew it, and like Connor, they get to the nest. Oh, before that, the funny thing is my mother loved this scene where like the fucking witch is like digging through all her fucking pockets and shit, and like she pulls out like a fucking like frog and she throws it at Connor. But luckily this didn't fucking distract Connor. He did catch the frog which hit his chest. He grabs it and he goes like, "What the fuck?" And he would throw it over his shoulder. And the frog, I made it so cartoony. Oh, it's so funny. But like, yeah, he would chase that bitch. Like, whoa, Bruce has like a lazy eye. I'm gonna fix that. But yeah, like, oh, it was so funny. And like, let me see. Let me copy this. Copy, paste. But yeah, it was so fucking funny. It was hilarious. Let me make it longer. But yeah, like, probably should make it squint like shorter, more rotated up. There, that looks better. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't look like a fucking lopsided fool anymore. Anyways, but yeah, it was so funny. Like, oh yeah, and like, when they get like, they accidentally ran into a fucking spider nest, a fucking giant monster spider nest, and like, oh my god, like he was going to, like, I rolled that he was going to fucking like talk to the witch and like, you know, like we can work together, like how about we not die today, and like we can talk this through, like don't make a loud noise. The fucking witch, like I can't believe this role, like she made the witch, like she rolled, would the witch do this, and she did. So she raised up her hand and she was going to fucking clap and wake up all the fucking baby spiders, and like Connor like secretly, like like face language, and points the fucking gun at her and says like, "I'm going to fucking kill you if you make a fucking noise." And she does, and like my character kills that fucking evil witch, and like, oh, it was so hilarious. We were just dying. Like, oh my god, that character was so funny, and like, and of course Connor has to run away from the pack of fucking giant baby spiders, and like, Michael saves his butt, and like, oh. And then like a bigger fucking spider comes when they fucking killed all the little spiders, and like, oh man. And then they escaped from it and killed it. And like, it was fucking hilarious, man. Like, I wish we recorded that so you could hear all the fucking, the shenanigans we do. I'm thinking about doing that because that would be fun. You guys hearing the RPs. Of course, we wouldn't do the adult, like, the raping or the murder, like super murder shit. Just more PG-13, and maybe a little bit more spicy content, like, but like, oh, it's funny. And I really like making spicy stories because you like the fucking bitches on the Discord, Tammy and whatever. They would never. They said they would never. They said it too, like her. They would never make a character that would rape like children or women, and I'm going like, wow, what the fucking you like if you don't have the stones to make those characters to make stories interesting, like Game of Thrones did, and people watch that 24/7 content, like if they fucking allowed that on fucking TV, like why can't I? Like, I want to be the next, like, Game of Thrones. Like, people, like, whatever. This is turning out pretty okay. It's not that great, but, like, but, yeah. I was gonna make this, like, if I wanted to work on the story, the Irish one or the spider one, I was gonna work on the spider one because, like, I could see people wanting to make spider creatures, um, like, soul vampires and, like, the Irish ones too, like you could make the Tintins, but like not really. They're just naked like butterfly creatures. Oh, the Spinins, they're more like they would have suits or clothing, whatever. Um, I could see people enjoying that more. So like, yeah. That's why I want to do the spin-in story more and like I could develop it more and like that's why I was like that's why that thumbnail that's actually Daniel on like he's a spinning he's a good spinning on poor Daniel like he's only joining the team so his family trying to since they're evolution spiders due to that the spiders used to eat humans and like until the vampires were eating all the humans, so then they had to change their diet to eat vampires, and then they become so like they started getting the magical powers from the vampires, and then they become like they were evolutionary evolutioning quicker than like normal. So then they become conscious beings, like their children's, like the Spinnen's children were. The more vampires that certain Spinnens ate, the more that they would give birth to like humanoid creatures. And so like yeah. And so that's how that happened. Like I thought people would like since people like to do that stupid Steven Universe shit and like or like Dragon Ball Z or like fucking like I can't believe the fucking like the the Spider Verse like oh god like I went like oh my god Spider-Man like make your own spider persona I don't know like I can totally see people doing that with my spider stories making their own spider monsters because they would be like I guess like before I made this story before fucking academia like they would have like their powers like that like they would have like the spider monsters would have all that shit because they like they do so like yeah but yeah that's why I want to do on the of making the stories like that. That's too much of eyebrow. But yeah. What else? How long have I been talking? An hour? Legit? No way. Oh boy. I thought like I was doing a 2 hour stream, but whatever. Yeah, this has turned out pretty good. Even though I'm not that great of an artist and like, that's alright. Like I haven't really been practicing and like I'm just winging it. And like, if I really wanted to, like, I would like, I don't know, watch like Istabrak and like try to make like realistic eyes and shit. Since like, drawing anime is bad, but then again, like, there's make $1 million. Like who wouldn't just want to learn how to draw anime and fucking skip the fundamentals? You know what I mean? But yeah, like I understand Mr. Rack, but like, come on, like let people draw what they want, and if they, if you don't want it, like she draws realism. Like if someone comes up and says like, here, you critique my anime, I would bitch slap that person. Like, why are you bringing anime to a fucking artist that only does realism art? Like, that's retarded. If you wanted to be stupid, that's a fine way to do it. Find an like artist that would critique your work that does anime. Don't go to Istabrak and say, "Hey, like critique my art because like, like I think you should." Like, no. Like do what she does and like then she'll critique your art and say like you're an anime weeb and she can see it through your fucking skills. It's so fucking funny when she does that. Like she would totally say, "Yep, yeah, you're like you're what's it called? So dependent on lines and like, oh, I could see her doing that to me. But yeah. But yeah, I wanted to make the story of the spin-ins and like, how Doler like there's like two spin-in, like I'm gonna make more spin-in race like to fuck with the team and stuff, but like for now it's Niles and Dolar's nation, which Niles is the good nation of spin-ins that has Daniel, and like they're trying to like say we want to be in this treaty to like so you guys don't fuck with us, and like we need your guys' blood, like we need the vampires and the humans to survive, so like we want to be like friends with you guys, so like please don't kill us. We're civilized people like now, like like I have it like this. I wanted it into it like a sad, like like a bad ending where like Connor was successful, but like fucking like everybody went retarded and like fucked up the deal and like pissed off Connor, saying like, "What are you doing? You're making it like you're fucking up the deal. Like I can see this going out awry. Like in our future kids, they're gonna like don't fuck up the amendment like." And they do, and so like in the future, if he like Dolar would still be alive, and like I think Dolar, like I wanted to make it like I think Dolar does win. He finally gets what he wants, and like he was supposed to be dead, but like he comes back, but like it becomes like high school, like more modern, and like oh, I had a running joke like the pigeons like became like the messengers and shit, and like when it became the future, like they just invented phones, so then they have the war with the pigeons and like oh, anyways, because they're out of the job and they're like dumb creatures now, and like the pigeon, the original pigeon in the other story, would say, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure my line becomes great scholars," and oh yeah, when spinnins eat other creatures too, they would have babies like pigeon. So like yeah, so like pigeons like intelligency. So it's so funny. Anyways, but yeah, but like it would be based like like the future where like they fucked up the amendment that now the vampires are slaves to like the spin-ins and the humans, which there's barely any left now. And like, I don't think I would have Connor alive. I probably would. And he's like super old, and like I would have it like he's the only one left, and like he and like Dolores is like owns now Connor, and like because I had it in the story that Dolor has this fixation over Connor because like he was his first lover because like Dolor is like a transgender, like she can transform her sex, that's her ability, and so she can be a woman or a man, and Connor was her first as a humanoid. So yeah. Uh, but anyways, like I wanted to make that story too. I think people would like that one more because it's like modern day bullshit, and I really don't like that story. I'm more like on the fantasy of like medieval, like berserk, like that cool shit. D&D, like, but like I would make this one like when you fuck with them, I wanted to make a like I guess be like a weird message like if you're gonna fuck with the like amendment like that was meant to like protect you from all this shit, well, better kiss yourself goodbye. So like yeah. So yeah. But yeah, the school they would make vampires and the blood and the soul like slaves, and like the spin-ins would treat theirs like you can't super overly abuse them, but they do. They like you get your spin-in or you get your vampire like when you're 10, and like you pretty much can go not murder, but like you can like do bad shit to your vampire. I wanted to make that story a little spicy, so but yeah. Just so many ideas that I'm thinking. I'm still in a work. I might change everything. It might be different. I don't know. Probably gonna delete the stream because I went a little way too like oh my god, I said a lot of fucking like triggered words, and oh my god, poor people. That's so sick. Like you gotta be like we need to have freedom of speech, man. Like, if you don't, like, Christ, like, why even exist? Like, just like, why don't we just kill ourselves? Mm. Just why? Why don't we just kill ourselves? Here, I'm gonna save this color on this. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm pretty much done, and I don't think I can make this picture any better. Oh, I thought I, damn it, I did it wrong, motherfucker. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream now because like I could nitpick this picture to death, and I probably will, maybe on another stream. But like right now, I just want to probably take a break. I'm really spunky, but like it's been like what, an hour and 30 minutes. I guess I could do another 30 minutes. I wonder if people's in the chat right now. Maybe. Whatever. Let me see what else. Oh, and I wanted to make the story with the spinning like You know, like more fun, more like dramatic. Uh, you know, inspired by Berserk and like Attack on Titans and like, you know, all that jazz. Uh, Gotta remember it's way more lighter over on your guys' monitors than mine if you're like, no. So yeah. My brother's up. There should be a really dark, harsh line underneath here. So like, let me get bigger brush, another layer, darker color, a little bit darker color. Wait. What else can I talk about? But yeah, I just wanted to like do that eventually, and I don't really give a shit. That's a bad habit I have, like where I don't really give a shit, and like, you know, I should, but like I don't honestly. Like if I do make anything of my stuff, like whoop-de-doo, I hope people don't like idolize me as like some kind of fucking sick god. Like I really am getting tired of that. Like when I drew Raz, like everybody just kept on doing that to me. Like why? Why? And I wasn't that great of an artist. Like the only reason why I finally figured out why it's because I was practically at the time the only person that would draw like Raz smutty. Mm, That's the only reason why. Mm. And so like people, man, like why can't just people be normal and just like, you know, not be so triggered over the slightest dumbest things. So like but no, we'll have to live in a world where you have to believe women no matter what, even though they're fucking 90% fucking liars. And this is me as a woman saying this. He has brown eyes. I'm gonna make it light so you can see it. That looks more like red to me. Gotta make it more desaturated. And then a little bit of hint of darker brown. I don't really want to zoom, so like this probably looks terrible. And then get black. Just dab his little. He looks like a lizard. Yeah, it's good enough for me. Don't he look smacky? Don't he look smacky? Here, I want to make a thinner brush and make some like loose. Way too small. Way too much. Wonder if I post this on like Instagram, what she would say, just to be triggered. Oh my god, you're so like you do too much soft shading. You need to work on your hard edges. Okay, bitch. I can see that so happening. Your color is all fucked up because like I don't understand yet. People have shitty monitors and I have like a deluxe 4K piece of shit monitor, and so like I can't tell people, hey, stop having a piece of shit monitor and like fucking like have the fucking balls and money, get a better monitor so I can critique your shit better. Oh, people, man. Oh, I made it too red. Needs to be more brown. But yeah. Oh, you should work on your blacks and whites and not do color because like, you gotta work on your monochrome like so you can do your coloring better and like either like a lot of artists like like what just like use oh yeah, that totally looks better. I'm so glad. Oh, but like yeah. Oh, like it's better to like do it this way and I don't know. No. I always want to do like those he's a character that doesn't really look good unless he's crazy. Yeah. Really want to give him eyelashes. His teeth is way too like ugly. Let's give him pearly white. Yeah, that's not correct. It's way too green. And I should get some gray. Way too light. Let me get darker gray. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Kind of want to make this picture bigger. Though I'm going to duplicate this and stretch this bigger. But yeah, like, I am so just done with people. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, but yeah, that's what I have to deal with. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm done now. I'm gonna write my name. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it quits for now. Write my name. Black ink. Make this bigger. Nope. No. I want to use a more sharper. I'll use this. Let me see, where should I put my name? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm just gonna end it because I could, like I said, like poke at this some more. I'll do it later, but like I want to stop. Probably doesn't look that good because it's kind of hard to tell with my monitor, like since it's a piece of shit monitor. Like you can't really fucking tell. But yeah. All right. Bye guys. Like okay, I'm gonna like pause like in a second, but like I'm doing like where like if I don't use this audio, like I wait a couple of seconds. So like when I time lapse this, like I have like extra footage in the end to like transition to fade. So like I'm gonna be silent for like about 2 to 3 minutes, but the stream is over. Mute.